y'all. This is part 2. So if you haven't already listened to the first part, go back to that one. All right, y'all. So the next, we got 4 more. All right, so we go.
Oh man, another hour.
Hopefully not. I ain't trying to hold y'all all day.
2 seconds long.
Yeah, maybe a little. Hopefully not quite that long. But, all right. The next question is, what do y'all think about like the more provocative female rappers? How do y'all think that's affecting young adults and the dating market? What y'all think?
I think you should go first.
Me?
Yeah, Imani. No, Imani.
Me? Okay. I'll go. I think this music is contributing to the in the streets part. To be honest, because like I don't listen to them, but like every now and then when I do hear, because that's not what I'm on, and that's not my type of jam or whatever. But when I do hear it, I'm like, what? And then it's the fact that like when I do come across these clips of like these red pill, these women on these podcasts and stuff, and I'm like, oh, y'all didn't think this was just entertainment. Y'all do this for real. Like y'all went to Miami for real. Like y'all out here. What's the thing? What's the documentary Freaknik or whatever they about to do? Y'all was out here for real. Y'all didn't think this was just entertainment. That's not my type of entertainment, but I just thought it was wild that women are really thinking that's real and thinking like, because these same women don't act like that in real life. So I'm like, so y'all out here doing what they say, but they at the house with their husband or their man cooking, cleaning, and child rearing and all these things. I'm like, yo, it's so to me, I think it's got women thinking that it's good for them to be out here in the street. But that's what I think. What you think? Isaac, what you got?
I definitely think it has contributed to that. Because like, all right, so for me, I look at music as a business. So, you know, that's I went to school for it. So when I look at music, I think it's an image thing, especially for those women. And being from that background, those women know if I make a song or somebody else write a song for me, and it's teaching it's showing these other women, oh, you can do this, you can go crazy, you can go wild, you don't have to care about a man at all, you can do this. Then of course they're gonna do it because that gets them more views, it gets them more money. It gets them more opportunity to provide for their family. And like you said, a lot of them at home, they all lovey-dovey. They coupled up. They good to go. And it's just giving off that image that, oh yeah, I'm like this, but it's not really like that. So when I see it, I would say, I feel like at a certain point, if I had kids, I don't want my daughter looking at it too early, because then you get the wrong idea from the start. You get what I'm saying? Oh, if a video of Meg Thee Stallion comes out, I love them, but I think they're great. They're wonderful. but let's say my 4-year-old daughter sees it, and then I seen a video on Facebook to where it was like a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, and she's twerking to like Meg. Oh no! And in my head, I'm like,
she get the backhand quick.
Yep, I was like,
quick.
If you don't handle that quick, you done mess your daughter up for life. Because at that age, they soak in things so easily. So it's just building to the generations ahead of us where it's like the same things that are happening now is going to be worse. So I do think it contributes to people being for the streets, as you say.
All right, Kira, what you think?
No, I think the same. I think it contributes. And I mean, but though, I do feel like I wish that we didn't have a generation that was so impressionable, because like music is music. And like, first, I'm a whole speech therapist. Do you hear the way I speak? This is how I speak like 99% of the time, like like in general. So whenever I'm like in my own element, I'm bumping like all the crazy things. I'm listening to Nipsey, Tupac, Megan, Cardi, all these things. Like, and I'm like singing all the lyrics, and I am a rapper in my car. But like y'all, like I'm in it. But when I am carrying myself in the real world, I'm not like out here like, what did Cardi say? I don't cook, I don't clean. Like I'm not carrying that into real relationships because realistically, I am gonna cook, I am gonna clean, but like in something that's valued. I just wish like we would know the difference between music and real life.
Yeah, I think sometimes if you hear something enough, the lines get blurred sometimes. I think they can.
Because that's what music is for. Music is to make you feel emotions. So if you hear an R&B song, I'm not saying you're gonna feel a certain way, but if you hear Tank singing and you like, oh man, you hear
got me in my feelings.
When you hear that Drake Marvin's Room, it's like, it's supposed to bring that out of you. That's how you feel. So if you hear, yo, I'm gonna pop that. Hey, I wanna be.
Yeah. When I was in high school, there was a song called I'll shoot the blank right now. I forgot. It was about them walking in the club and just they saw something that somebody didn't know and they was ready to shoot them, and I would be like, shoot right now.
It's supposed to bring out those emotions.
Yeah, so I was like, let somebody try me today. Yeah.
That's how Imani, let them know. So I'm like, where's the line? But like you said, for Kira, I think it comes down to the people, like the person that you are. So like you said, you can sing those lyrics like me. Like you a rapper in the car, I'm a killer in the car.
He be singing and all.
I got the Glock on me, I'm crazy. And I'm listening to the music. When I'm listening to the music, it's me, it's 21, we going crazy. But when I get to my job, turn that down. Hey, how are you today, sir? You know what I'm saying? So it's all on the person. It's on the person. And I don't think our generation gets it right now. Our generation, we just don't get it. It's either one way or another. If I hear this person doing this, and because everybody wants to be a certain way, everyone wants to give off a certain image, when they see that a person is giving that image and they're getting so much love, or you know what I'm saying, they're getting so much criticism on the other side, then they choose, I want the love. That's what I want too.
They want the love, the Birkin, what's the other stuff?
Yep.
They want the bunny.
Worth 5-6 figures, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what you want. That's what you want.
Wow. Well, all right, Austin, what you think?
Oh no, I'm just nonchalant. I mean, I think the provocative music, it's cool. It's all right. I mean, different strokes for different folks, you're right. So I mean, it's cool if that's what you want to do. That's your forte. That's your thing. That's what you do. If it empowers you, makes you want to pop that, makes you want to do whatever you want to do. That's okay, because that's what you want to do. That's what you like to do. But for me, I don't know. The beat's nice. That's what I most listen to it for. The beat's nice because I got speakers in my car, so I like the doom doom doom. Yeah. That's what gets me. And sometimes those songs actually have the doom 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 that I like to hear. Yeah. But I'm not. That's not my wavy. What's it? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Let me ask you this. So, since in a lot of these songs, they be talking about popping this to get the money, to get the bag. I'm gonna get the bag and I'm gonna leave them or whatever. Don't you think that'll like in some ways influence women to? I'm gonna say you, for example, influence women. They see you team leading and stuff at Whole Foods. They see you like you doing your thing. You in the car and your speakers going doom 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 like. They like, oh, okay, he doing something, whatever. Don't you think in some ways like that can influence women to think that they can like use you? They might think that it like it's cool to use men or be selfish or whatever.
I mean, it just I feel like it just depends on the person. Like if you allow somebody to use you like that, then that's on you. But I mean, maybe it do, maybe it don't. I can't really speak for women because I haven't dealt with that type of somebody. Well, I'm not even saying it because I have dealt with somebody. I think they use me, but I don't know. I'm such a giver, so I don't know. I'm just continuously giving unconsciously. So it's just I don't know because I seek to inspire people. Like if you see me doom, it, you might be like, hey man, I want to doom like you. I want to speak slang. You know what I'm saying? But if you see me team lead, if you see me doing my thing, I'm hopefully I'm giving off the energy of you can do this too. You know what I'm saying? You can get right because I'm 26, you know, and I'm finna be a manager of I'm technically already a manager of a whole department. You don't really see that with people who got many young people nowadays that have their head like straight. I have my head straight. It's what I'm told. I have an old soul, so it's like I'm more of I don't know. I just seek to inspire people. I don't. That's what I'm trying to hopefully give off. I want you to be inspired by what I'm doing, so therefore you can do whatever you need to do to get to where I got to be, despite whatever you're going through. You know.
True, but not everybody got the inspiration to go get what you got. Some people got the inspiration to come get what you got. You get what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get you before you get me. You know?
Okay.
But then also, I don't bring that type of energy around me, so I can't see somebody trying to say I'm gonna get what you got if they see me. You know, I just see somebody like he got it going on. There's no need for me to go, I'm gonna shoot him up. I'm just not around that. That's not what I'm around. So I don't see that, if so to speak. So
okay. I like it. All right. So the next question is, if you could change one thing about the opposite sex from a dating perspective, what would it be? We're gonna get Kira first.
I think emotional intelligence, because like I've dated guys that I really, really liked, and like for all intents and purposes, they were good guys, but like their emotional IQ was so low, their lack of empathy, like that was just too much for me, and I can't handle that because one, I have lots and lots of feelings that I'm likely going to tell you all about in a respectful way, because I'm not out here like just bludgeoning anybody with my words, but like I am going to tell you about them. And I do want in a partner someone who can, like, I can lean on emotionally, someone that I feel safe to like be that emotional person. But like if you have no emotional intelligence and you look at me like, that doesn't make sense, or try to rationalize my feelings.
Oh yeah, guys be on that sometimes. They be trying to like rationalize, and I'll be like, hush, like, I just want to talk. Like I don't want you to fix my problem right now.
Yes.
Can you just
she's
listen?
also with me. Like don't tell me why she might be great. Like just support me. Yeah.
Okay, I like it. Austin?
I wish I just pass on, like, I want women to like really truly know your worth. I want women to know like you don't have to settle for nothing. You can do whatever you gotta do if you put your mind to it. I just really wish women would know, like, you don't have to settle, you don't have to stay, you don't have to take nothing that whatever this man's dishing out to you, however you make you feel, if you make you feel, you don't have to take that. You don't have to sit there and just be like, okay, well, this is what it is. You can go forth and do what you got to do, because you can be independent. That's what self-worth.
Okay. Can I play the advocate?
Sure.
To that. How do you at what point do you think a woman's standards can be too high though? Because like I feel like some women be over the top with their standard. Kind of like some of the women.
I got you. Let me shut you down right here.
Okay.
Let me shut you down right here.
Oh, okay. Shut me down.
If you haven't found your guy, I think it's way too. If it's so high enough that you're study, looking, because nobody's perfect. Nobody's gonna be that right thing that you need, but you can also help them get to where you want them to be. You know. So just if you ain't found that body, maybe you got too many ticks on that checkbox. Break it down a little bit.
Okay. So you see that the way that you would say that a woman's standards is too high is if she hasn't found somebody yet? Okay. I
don't agree at all.
I was trying to think.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's about to be tough. This about to
break it on.
Because like I don't know, I'm not even talking about my standards, because my standards aren't up for debate, and they are what they are, and they aren't too high. Because I think that a person's standards is too high when they can't be that person, or at least be the type of person that the person that they want would want. So example, like if I want like a protector and a provider, or this 6-figure man, if I am not the type of woman that type of man goes for, then maybe my standard is too high. But like now also too, like if you're saying like, oh, he has to be 6'2", brown skin, light blue eyes, like that's wild. We did not do that, right? Like, oh my gosh. But like you're being single is not an indication that your standards are too high. It's just maybe that you are choosing correctly. Because I was in a relationship for 6 to 7 years. Like my standards, like, I mean, I'm not trash talking anybody. Like, great person for what it was. But I also wasn't happy for 6 to 7 years. So like, what did that say about myself? Like my relationship status didn't determine anything about me because I was crying every day. So like being single where I'm actually really, really content, that doesn't mean that my standards are too high. It just means that I haven't found that person yet.
Or I would add to that, or you're looking for him in the wrong place.
That one.
Because I mean, if you looking for a dude that's got 6 figures worth of income a year or whatever, if you hanging out, what's the fire, Isaac, the cloud 9 in the bird?
You had that cloud 9. Woo!
You're not gonna find them in there. I promise you. You ain't. You gonna find the 30s and below, the 40s and below. You're not about the final 6-figure dude in there. Austin, you don't know nothing about that cloud 9.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's a little, little bit of a hole in the wall type of little lounge type thing. But you're not about to find him in there. You're not.
Go check it out. If you want to laugh, go check it out. I'll go with you, my boy. Just to laugh.
You can't do that because you don't even go back with me talking about you be going back there. All
right, wait till I come back to the bird.
All right, but yeah, we was in there having a good entertaining time for sure. Okay.
And I've been trying to think while they were talking. I'm like, what would I like for the opposite gender? Oh man,
if you could change one thing,
I guess I would like for them to express their feelings a little, but think about the way they express it. So sometimes at least with the women I've been involved with, sometimes when they try to express themselves, and I'm not saying it's not that they're expressing it wrong all the time. Sometimes it's me and I just can't get it at that moment. But a lot of time when they're expressing themselves, they're saying it in a way to where it feels like I'm doing something always wrong. And I feel, talking with friends, sometimes men feel like that. And it might be an insecurity thing sometimes, but sometimes we as men, we feel like, okay, I'm trying to do this, I'm doing this, and you're upset because I didn't shut the toilet seat. You crying? And that's extreme. That's extreme. Yeah. But I'm saying sometimes we look at it as like those little things. I feel like we're doing so many of the big things that when that little thing happens every now and then, and I get it. If that's something that hurts you, I'll work my best to make sure I handle that. But if it's something that small that where you could just flip the toilet back down, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's an extreme. But if you can just flip the toilet back down and keep it moving, then I feel like that would help in the relationship a little more. So sometimes when they say it, it's like, what else can I do? Like I'm trying my best. And it makes the man feel less than sometimes, to be honest.
Yeah, I can see that.
So that's one thing I think I would like for them, like I said, it's not all women, but for some of the women to change, to express it in a better way, to where they're not putting me down or putting other men down to help get their solution.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can see that because I women can be, when I say women, I mean me included, can be a little petty from time to time, you know. But I think it's a maturity thing when you can admit, because we're not perfect, but when you can admit that, you know what, I was wrong, I shouldn't have. Let me apologize, type of thing. Everybody don't, you know, the whole apology thing. People don't.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard when you like you done blew up and you whatever, and then you got to go back to apologize. You like, oh.
Yep.
Oh,
and a lot of time it's us. A lot of time it's like, man, we gotta apologize.
Bruh.
a lot of times it's like either I apologize or this ain't gonna never be cool again.
For real. For real. Sometimes I'd be like, even if it's not like sometimes if it's not Stefan, if it's somebody else, and I'd be getting mad or whatever, and then God be like, go apologize, and I'd be like, oh, I don't want to do it, or go like. Or forgive him. And I'm like, I don't want to. But it's
hard
like,
to admit our wrongs. It's just as human beings, man and woman, it's hard to admit that you were wrong in this situation.
For sure.
Like I said, it makes you feel like, damn, like I'm not doing what I need to do. I'm not doing what the ultimate, like the most, what I need to do. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's hard to say sorry.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. For sure. And I think a lot of people, both men and women, but I'll say women for sure. Sometimes we can be super emotional that like we aren't super clear about what it is that we want or what like being direct with stuff. Sometimes we just be like expecting for why doesn't he understand? Because we be speaking like a lot of times you and whoever you relationing with, I don't know, dealing with whatever, dating whoever, like you speak two different. I know me and Stefan speak two different languages. I'd be like, how many times? How many different ways?
Sometimes we just don't. Sometimes I think sometimes that's when we miss that. Like sometimes we honestly just don't know, and it's just as simple as that. Like men, I think men are like really simple, like so simple. And you guys are thinking like, oh, they don't get that, they don't get this, they don't know how to do this. But sometimes we just don't know.
Yeah.
And for y'all to be like,
that's facts.
Pointing it like, don't get that. They're like, I don't know. I'm so sorry. I cannot read your mind at this time.
For sure. Because sometimes I'd be dropping hints and he don't see them at all. And I'd be like, God, don't see about a hint.
Just say, hey, go get me something to drink. Okay, I got you.
Yep.
Yeah, like I have to be super direct.
Yeah, instead of being like, man, I'm thirsty.
Yeah, that don't work.
No, that's not. I need something to drink. Okay, go get you something to drink. No, I want you to go get it. Like,
yeah,
that's all you had to say. I would have waited.
Exactly.
But that's also a thing, though. Like, and I agree. We need to work on like saying our needs explicitly, but wanting someone to want to meet a need for you, wanting them to want to meet that need for you without you having to ask.
Yeah.
Because like there are things that for my guy I will do like just because I love him, right? But like, and I'm speaking this into existence because there is no guy, but like there are just things that I will do, but like we want that same thing, but you guys miss that. Like, oh, I'm so tired, babe. Like my feet really hurt. Sex, baby. Rub my feet, or like I'm thirsty. Like, go get me something to drink. Like, I don't want to have to ask, but I mean, we could do better on being explicit.
And I think that builds over time in the relationship. Like some people they connect and they'll own it like that. So some people you first meet them and you can look at a person and be like, oh, they need this. Like when I got homies, I got homegirls. Some of them I met the first couple nights. If they're over, we chilling, and I'm looking at them like, you want something to drink? You hungry? Like you can feel it. But then other people, you don't get that connection with.
No, you gotta tell me. Yeah, so we were like that.
You gotta feel it. Yeah. So I think it just comes with time, getting to know the person, getting to know their what's the word? Their ticks, what makes them go. It just comes with that time. Yeah. And a lot of times we don't give ourselves that time. Like we said earlier, if it ain't working in the first 10, 20 minutes, like this ain't it. Yep.
Yep. That's the facts written all over that. Absolutely. For sure. All right, y'all. We got two more
questions. We're almost done, guys.
Two more things. All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. How do you or would you decide if you want to continue to get to know a person? We're gonna start with, you want to start, Austin?
First.
Okay.
How do I figure out if I want this relationship or with said person to go on and create? I'm kind of like, once I meet you, I know where we stand because I'm like real good at reading people. So it's kind of like I'm just real charismatic. So people are drawn to me. So therefore, I feel like I build up a big database of how people vibe and how they like flow with everybody around them. So it's like how I want to. If I feel that, I feel like I get an instant connection. So if I feel something like, okay, I'm funny, you're funny, you like what I like, or I like what you're like, or I don't even have to like what you like. But if I'm intrigued in what you're saying, if I'm entertaining what you're saying, if I take the time to like, okay, I hear you, I hear what you're saying, I want to know more, then that's a key like sign to be like, okay, well, let me see where this goes because that's interesting. And I actually am intrigued. And I do want to know what gets you going, what makes you tick, or how'd you get there, or how did you get to this certain point of time in your life,
Okay.
For sure.
All right. Shoot. I thought about something. Hold on. Dang, what was I thinking about? I'm sure it'll come back. Go ahead, Isaac. I'm sorry.
Dang,
I had a question, but it left.
Nah, they lost mine. What I was gonna say, I was gonna say, for me, it's just when I meet somebody and I'm trying to see if it's gonna work out. For me, it's pretty much, are they giving that same energy back? Like, are they as interested as I am? Because if they aren't, then we might as well end it at that point. So if I'm trying to take you out on dates and I'm trying to start conversations, and each time we start a conversation, you're staring off into space. You're not really giving me that attention, and you're not really like giving to the conversation, giving to the date. Then at that point, I feel like, I might as well, we might as well just cut this off because maybe we're just not compatible. It doesn't mean you're a bad person, but what I got going on in my life and what you got going on in your life may not correspond at that moment. So for me, it's more about, it's the person I'm with as interested as I am. Are they into me as much as I'm into them?
Yeah, you don't want nobody to take like 2-3 days to text you back.
Bruh.
Nah.
Nah. Not 2-3 days. I get that overnight. That's another situation. That's another conversation. We got that overnight text. Oh, that I went to sleep. Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah.
Okay, but wait, guys. I really am a bad texter. I really am. It's not expensive. Like, I don't know. Like, it's not. Say that again.
Because you're busy, right? You're working, right?
But I am. I'm a mom. I'm a therapist. So during the day, like from the hours of, I wake up at 5 a.m. From 5 a.m. to like 3:30 or 4, my day is busy. Gotcha. Then when I get out of school, I have a kid that I have to hustle and bustle to the bath, like to cook meals for, to do all these things for. It is busy. It is like an element of busy there. I do my best now. I'm like, guys, I'm sorry. I am going to like text back like right now, or like call me.
I was just about to say it.
I can't text you all day. I really can't. I can't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, I think it's better to just, pick up the phone, have a 10, 15, 30-second conversation. Be like, yo, I'm kind of busy today, but I hope you're doing good. Hope your day is going well. And then we keep it moving. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's just the communication part for me. So if you're not, if you can't communicate it back to me, then in my head, I'm like, well, she's not interested. So I had to keep it moving at that point. So yeah, I got you. So for sure. It's just different techniques for different type of people and different type of lifestyles. So yeah, if you're a bad texter, it is what it is. It's just a phone call away.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
And then I guess to piggyback off of what you guys said, like for me, if I want to get to know someone, I guess the things that I look for are your core values, because like if they don't match, because if they don't match, we can't. Are you a Christian? Because if you come on the first date or like in the first text conversation and say you're an atheist, well, I guess we can't ever be together anyway. Like, that's fine, but like, we don't need to continue this. So like, does our faith align? Does our belief about family align? Because I want more babies. Like, do you want children? Are you okay with dating a single mom? Like, what are your ideas on fun? What are your ideas on finances? What do like your traumas, and what like are you doing to work through those actively? And if you haven't, I don't know. So like I try to ask those hard questions up front because I don't like playing with people's hearts or people's times. So like I want to know all this information, and like it feels like grilling, and like there's a finesse to it because you can't just be on a date like, what's this? What's this? What's this? Okay, you're out.
Oh
like,
yeah, with the interrogation.
yeah. But like you do have to like finesse it and like ease it in the conversation, have that like je ne sais quoi when you're talking to people. But it's just like, I don't know, those core values, if they align, then we could see if our personalities match. Then we can see like more about each other. But if our core values don't align, we can't talk anyway.
Same.
Yeah.
For sure.
Same. All right. I'm with you. That's what I was thinking too. For me, I think it's first core values. What are your beliefs? What are you it's got to be core values first, and then it's personality for me second.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Austin, I wish I was as good as reading people as you are, but I am not. So I'd be like guarded with everybody. I'm like, I'm real observant. I got to watch you like a hawk to see. I want to see what your character is. How you treat people. If we go somewhere and somebody, if it's a little old lady that need help, will you open the door for her? Like, are you gonna be nice to the server if she mess up the food? Like I need to see how you interact with not just me, but how you interacting with other people. Because when I was younger, it was cool because I was like, well, he's nice to me. Like, he don't got to be, and I'm like, oh, how young and dumb and naive of you. Like, but now I'm like, I watch not just how you treat me, but how are you treating other people. And also, I'll say this, at the time I started dating Stefan, I was like looking at all those things, but I was also praying. I'm like, all right, God, if he is on some other stuff, get him out of here. Like, I don't have time for the mess. People are mad manipulative. If I had Austin skills of reading people, I'd be like, oh, we good, but I'm not. So if he is on some foolishness back in Orangeburg and I can't see it from Charleston, get him out of here. I don't have time. And so like that's like, and after like continuously like observing, like how is he with like being on time, like does he respect my time, does he respect this, does he respect my boundaries and all that stuff, then I'm like, oh, okay, like he might be okay as time goes on. Keep watching him like a hawk, but for right now you good. Like, but I can be a little closed off at times, so I might be a little different, but it's okay. It's all right.
So,
all right, yeah.
So what? Say for instance, this person's core values doesn't quite align with yours, but this person has an outstanding personality. Like, are you willing to like, hey, maybe we can try this out, or is it just like, nope, no deal, because your core values?
No deal.
I would say we're gonna be real good friends, buddy. We're gonna be the best of buddies. You're gonna be my. That's my. I'll be like, hey, what's up, dog? Like, how you do? Hey, what's up? Yeah. How the family do it? Y'all good?
And in my head, when you asked the question, I'm like, would I be okay with it? And at first I was like, yes, but then after I'm thinking about it, in the future, somebody's gonna be upset. It's not gonna match up. Because if you want kids and your significant other don't, and you're like, oh, we can get past that 4 or 5 years down the road, you're stuck. You're stuck, and you already wasted that time. So now, the one person in the relationship is just they're unhappy. So so now after thinking about it, probably not. I don't think it'll work out.
Or like you could have expectations from a person that you never communicated, and then it'll come out later, and you'd be mad. You'd be like, bro, like why you not Like, let me go to the kids example. Man, why you not I wanna have some kids. Why you XYZ? And it's just like, well, you never asked me if I wanted kids, or I told you before that I didn't want them. You didn't say anything, so I assumed you didn't want them either. Instead of being like real clear in your expectations of stuff. Yeah. But yeah, Austin, we're gonna be real good friends. That's all I got for you though. we gonna be I'm be like, oh, what's up? How you doing?
Right.
You know, hit you with the fist bump real quick. Real quick with a fist bump. Hold on, y'all. I gotta switch batteries in my camera, but I'll be back.
Okay.
And then we got one more question and we good.
All right, bet.
I think though, for me, like when I look at people, like the only things that I will compromise on are things that are not core values. So like, say you like, I don't know, hard rock music, and I don't. Like, I mean, that's not a big deal. Or you, I don't know, don't like to cook. Okay, that's not that big of a deal. Yeah, like
things of that nature.
Oh, I can't compromise on. I'm gonna have to change that core value because
that's a core value. That's a core value.
I'm a passenger princess.
Oh no. I mean, that's cool.
I mean, yeah, I'm cool with it too. I love to drive, but other people.
What about sometimes? Like sometimes, would you drive?
Okay, sometimes I would drive. And like the thing is, like I can drive. I used to drive the distance from like Alabama to South Carolina when I was in grad school. So that was like 8-9 hours. I have the ability to. But like, do I want to do that? Was so ghetto doing that by myself. Why is the man not driving me? That's crazy.
But you hit the corner store for me real quick. I'm trying to work on the house. I'm working on the house. Hit the corner store.
I can do that.
Wait, what happened at the corner store? What happened?
Nah, we was talking about things that we would be okay with that weren't core values, and I brought up driving, and she was like, "Nah, that's a core value to me."
Driving? What you mean?
Driving. Like, bitch, she likes
driving around. Like she's a passenger princess. Like she wants the man to drive. I was like, that's cool. Just as long as I'm working on the house, working on the car, just hit the corner store real quick for me.
I hit the corner store.
True. I don't like that sometimes too.
I was telling them, I was like, whenever I would drive from Alabama to South Carolina, like to visit my family here, I'm like, this is the most ghetto thing in the world because why am I driving 9 hours? I'm not driving this. This is crazy. Crazy, guys. This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is wild.
Yeah. Especially if you like grew up watching like all the men drive all the women. You like, what am I driving for? That's your job. Yeah. Yeah.
Why is my hand on the steering wheel right now? I don't understand it.
I feel that because a lot of people in my family, the men always drove, and unless the guy was really tired or he needed them to drive, but other than that, he like, I got it, I'll drive.
Yeah. And that's why I said driving because I'm the man. So she go chill in the passenger seat anyway. That's why I said driving.
Feet up, feet kicked up and all, shoes off, everything. Well, maybe not the feet up on the dash because
that's dangerous. But
very. So maybe not that. But shoes are definitely off, and the seat is definitely back chilling.
Absolutely.
And I'm definitely controlling the playlist.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Controlling the playlist.
Wait a minute. Now. You gotta compromise somewhere.
Hey, you get one song request per 30 minutes. One.
What? No.
That's my core value. That's my core value.
Listen, after the first 30 minutes, I want to be asleep anyway. So just let me have it. Like that's like.
I feel that.
Okay,
y'all ready? Y'all ready for the last
question?
All right, the last thing is if you could give the listeners any helpful advice or things that you learned that you think other people around our age should or would know, what would it be? So whoever wants to go first.
Okay, I'll go first. I would just say don't change yourself like too much. Like, don't change the things that make you who you are, unless you're a horrible person. But
yeah, say if you trash, you need to change that.
Unless you're a horrible person. But if you believe and you know you're a good person, and you, of course, some things aren't perfect, don't change who you are all the way, because those people, they don't love you for truly who you are. Mm-hmm. So, like in my instance, I've done some things in my life that I've changed. That I was like, oh yeah, I'm on it now, and it still don't work out, because it's like that's not who I am in the first place. You feel me? And I've done things too that I've changed that I was like, this is way better, and it's better for me. But once they see that person, then they're like, oh no, this ain't gonna work for me. So I would just say, try to be who you are. Share, like you said, share those core values from the beginning, and just try to give us a good representation, so they don't see a totally different you 4 or 5 months down the road, to where they're like, this isn't even the person I went on a date with. So that would be my advice. Just be who you are.
Okay.
I guess
Who's next?
I go next. I like to say probably be honest to you, and be honest to yourself, and be honest with the other person. You know, let somebody know up front, what are your intentions? What are you planning to get out of our interaction? Like what's not what's your end goal with me? You know, like are you trying to hit it and quit it? Or are you trying to have longevity and be married, you know, grow old, sit on the rocking chair with me, you know? Stuff like that.
Okay.
And then for me, I mean, I guess this doesn't apply to everybody, but like for those who are Christians dating, like hold to your values, regardless of what other people think, because I feel like a very important part of dating as Christians is putting God in the center of it. So if you are dating in a manner that pleases God, that's really like the most important thing, because seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. So like, even if your like dating life isn't fruitful right now, when you're pursuing God and like going after what you want, like he is going to bless that someday. And don't like decrease those standards that he set for us in the Bible. Like, don't decrease those standards just because it didn't work out initially. Like, keep going. There are trials, there are tribulations, there are things that are hard, but like, you're gonna make it. You're gonna get to the other side. And when you do get to the other side, when you do find that godly person, that godly spouse, that story, your perseverance, your faithfulness, your ability to trust God with the very thing that you thought wouldn't happen for you is going to be your testimony to help someone else. So stay true to that.
Okay, I'm with you on that one. I would even like add to that, not just keeping God in the center of it, but put it above your relationship. Cause like there's gonna be some times where you want to do whatever you want to do, whether that's good for the other person, good for you, bad for the other person, bad for you, or whatever else. But I think for me, like, not just relationship wise, but like in general, like knowing when I need to like shut my own stuff down, because it's not, I don't know how to explain this better, but denying myself and stuff that I know is not what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Like, because sometimes I'd be on some, I don't want to say I'm a trash human, but sometimes I'd be like wanting to do like trash, like, I don't want to say ratchet behavior. Like, I just don't want to be doing right. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'd be like, I'm not really trying to.
You want to hit Cloud9 up.
I'm not trying to apologize right now. I'm not trying to be nice right now. I don't want to, like, sometimes I don't want to, but it's like, it ain't always about what I want. It's about, okay, well, who's first? Him or me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, him, I mean, whoever you dating versus guy. Who you gonna put first or whatever. So I'm with you on that one. I didn't really think about this question. I would say, kind kind of like what I said earlier, I would be watching people. Because, a lot of times when people will do this, their mouth will say this, but their actions will say something completely different. So, and I think not just watching them up front, but I'll say over time. Because how, I don't know if you ever heard of the term love bombing, but people will be like the greatest person up front and they'll bring you this and they'll do this and they'll be like, oh, you like this? So do I. Oh, you want to do this? So do I. Oh, Austin, you're a team lead. I want to be one too. Like, sometimes people will do that because they really like you or they want to get to know you or whatever else. But I think like over time, if you watch people over time, their real person or character or whatever will come out. So I would say watch them folks like a hawk because folks be lying, folks be manipulating, So like that's what I would say. Don't assume everybody is a liar or a manipulator, but just in case, just be very observant. That's what I would say.
Yeah, protect yourself.
For sure. Be open, but not like so open that people can just.
Yeah.
If you got a gate, have the you can open the gate when you feel comfortable, but don't just let everybody in your yard. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I think.
That's facts, man. Then your yard get all dirty.
For real. Yeah, they be messing up your grass. Your flower bed is torn up. Like it's your dogs done got out. They all in the neighborhood. You don't know where they at. It's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you guys so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. This has been a long, periodically episode. It was a long time, but hopefully this has been helpful or entertaining or anything like that for anybody listening or watching. Don't forget, I got the giveaway, $60. I tried to do the Visa gift card last time. It wasn't working, so Cash App it's gonna be. What else? Would you guys like to say any final things?
I mean, not really. I mean, always check out my music page, Music by Ike. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute since I've been on there, but trust me, I'm getting back on it this year.
Okay.
So check that out. But other than that, man, hey, man, live your life. Be happy.
Okay. Anybody else? Any quick words?
Yeah, definitely follow my TikTok. And like I'm going on TikTok, y'all. My TikTok, it is at Lovely Lady 737. So definitely follow that. Get some of my real life, some of my sharing my story to help other people. So definitely look at that.
Okay. What you got, Mr. Myers? Anything?
Come see me at Whole Foods. I may not be I'm in the back. Just ask for me, Imani.
He don't be there. You don't be there. I ask for you all the time. He be like, they be like,
if you come at like 5 in the afternoon, I ain't gonna be there.
But you supposed to stay when I come.
Let me know when you coming.
All right, I'll think about it next time. I'll try to remember. But all right, y'all, we'll catch you later. Bye.